Welcome, Alice. It's so lovely to see you this afternoon, and thank you for joining Babywatching to carry on our series of asking people to think about what they love about baby watching and what impact they've seen on their children. You, of course, are a wonderful group leader and a lovely mentor, so the children are very lucky to be in your groups, but I'm going to hand the floor to you.
Okay, so I did spend a bit of time thinking about what I really love about baby watching, and actually top of the list, even though there's a few, but top of the list is how it really engages children who are really tough to engage. So the children who at first will say, what's baby watching, or I don't want to do baby watching, or I'm scared, or just really negative about it. Yeah. And actually how quickly they just engage. Yeah. Just all that it needs is just a mum and a baby and a group leader and the rest of the class kind of being really positive about this mum and this baby, and all of a sudden seeing these year 6 kids just melt over this baby, of boys going, oh, I didn't want to go to this, or what's this, and all of a sudden they're asking loads of questions and being engaged. And I think that is what I love most, is seeing these kids, their defenses just drop and they can just be in the moment. And it feels a real privilege, like being a group leader and also mentoring, like going and watching other group leaders run their groups. It feels such a privilege to see the journey of a mum and baby together. When you see their relationship growing week by week, when you see a mum enjoying coming and being with her baby, and when you see the children, just how excited they get. Oh my gosh, it's baby watching. Or when have we got baby watching? They stop me in the corridor and they're like, Alice, is it baby watching? Please say it's today. And I guess it's their attachment to the baby and the mum, but also their fear that, oh, what if it's not on this week? So that need of reassurance. But yeah, them really showing just how much they love it. Makes me just love it. It's a really simple intervention. Once it's set up and it's running, you're just going and just holding this group and obviously intervening and asking questions, but it's the group is developing something really special in its own bond. And the children, there's no right or wrong. The children can just express themselves, which is just lovely. And so I think that's quite a lot.
Yes. And I love the fact it's simple and that the children feel so valued in it because they can just express themselves, but also that it's such a safe place to be valued and cared within.
Yeah, definitely. They feel so safe just to blurt out whatever they're thinking or feeling. You see the really quiet children just all of a sudden with such a simple question like, what do you notice about the mummy? And it's just, it has to come out. Or what do you notice about the baby? And they can't be right or wrong. It's just what they feel. And because the space is safe, there's just a few rules that we set up at the beginning, making sure that the mum and baby are safe. Yeah. And actually what I love is how once they've made that connection with the mum and the baby, how really they want to keep that baby safe. Yes. I remember it got right to the end of one group and the baby was starting to crawl and they were aware that soon baby watching was going to end. Yeah. And we had to think together as a group, how safe is baby? And they were like, well, why don't we go to nursery? We'll get all the cushions and we'll make like a big barrier around the baby so that we're on the other side so that we won't hurt the baby and we can't kick or it won't touch our shoes and things. And the baby can stay safe in the middle, but then we can still watch baby and we don't have to say goodbye. And just that empathy.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful because actually they are really, really thinking about how they can co-create that safe space. And they want, like you said, they want to because they care. They've got empathy. They can imagine how it now feels. I mean, that's stunning.
That idea came from a boy who initially did not want to come into the group. Year 6 lad, very aggressive, fighting at lunch times, not engaged in class. And with that intervention of baby watching, complete turnaround.
But also, I love the fact that he took command of a situation and he helped others to help access and continue it. That's remarkable.
Yes. So thoughtful. Yeah. How I mean, the group became so important, how we can keep this going.
And you've done some very creative stuff when mummy and baby can't come, because sometimes that happens as well, doesn't it? And you've been very creative at helping children keep in mind or hold in mind mummy and baby in that space.
Actually, some wonderful work has come out of mum and baby not being able to come in one week, maybe because the baby's been poorly. And we've done really creative things like drawings and sand trays, and using objects to symbolise different feelings and people in the group. And it helped the children to express themselves in a new way, and playful.
It's simple, but so many layers.
Yeah, exactly. I know, because I'm kind of going through them going, oh, it's a bit of this and it's a bit of that, and it's, you know, all these things, because it is so layered. But actually, when you break it down, it's just a mum and a baby and children watching, but it impacts on all the different layers of these children, of their relationships with one another and how they play and what they observe. And the children even said to me, why are we doing this? And I said, well, why do you think? And they said, we're learning how to notice things. Wow. And I just thought, yeah, you are. You're learning how to notice what's going on for you, what's going on for other people. It's empathy, is noticing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But also being aware of the relationship, and being aware of the other in relationship with me. And that's a remarkable, and that's what's so wonderful, that sort of framework of questioning that helps children deconstruct what a relationship is, so that they can begin to recognize the other, and then to recognize that they can think differently and express it without being aggressive, and actually it's non-threatening. Okay.
Oh, do you know, the other thing that I think is really lovely is how excited the staff and the whole school get about baby watching. Like when it's in the school, everybody's really excited, like, oh, the baby's in again, or the TA that gets to be a part of it with the group leader, or the teacher running it, or after it's run in a school once, sometimes we've then had a teacher who's gone on maternity leave, and she said, oh, well, I'll come in and be the mum. Alice, are you looking for another baby and a mum? And I've got a friend, and there becomes like this real pride about it, that we've got this in our school, and we want to keep it running, and everybody kind of talking about it together, but also the mum and the baby, just what they get from it and how much they enjoy it, or that's the feedback anyway that they give me, that having this time together every week where they can play and not be interrupted by their other children, they also find really special. And hearing what the children are saying about their baby. So it's the children, and then it's the mum, and then the whole school. There's like a real container, that the ripple effect of excitement and love and joy.
I think you're so right. I think that's such an important thing. It really does become part of the community.
I feel very privileged to be able to run the groups and to be part of baby watching.
And it's been a delight talking to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Bye.